G'day everybody. I want to talk about what the devil loves people on this planet to do the most and how it can control it and get its outcome. So make sure you don't do what the devil wants you to do. Try to avoid it. Have a look at things before you do things. Now here it goes. How does the devil want you to spend your money on defense spending? Well, first it'll want you to spend your money, so it'll lark up a war somewhere, as it wants to make more money. So the devil owns all the money. It likes to fix its problems and create another problem over here and so on. You look back in history, you'll see the devil's work over and over and over again, as it does what it does, so it keeps power, pretty much. And what it does is when it comes to defense spending, it'll arc up so everyone is worried for a war, so there's not much peace, there's not much of anything. It'll create all these problems, right? So you starve, and it'll, even if it could, cause weather problems. It can do what it's allowed to do in the rules that it has, as it has been spoken throughout many different religions, right? As everything's yin and yang, pretty much, right? And the balance keeps everything keeps afloat in the universe because there's these rules. And so I'm going to talk about the devil's rules, as religions have talked about in all different ways, and name the devil in all different ways too. But I'll just stick with the devil. That's well known, of what people know that I'm talking about. And its minions, the devil worshippers. Right? And these people, well, after the scare tactics, so everyone now wants to defend themselves, need to defend themselves, as there's evil out there, you see. And what it'll do is it'll want you to spend. It likes to make money and power, right? And so it wants you, when you do the defense, to buy from it. So it has the best weapons, the best everything, right? If it's around and if it's the devil, that's what it's got, right? It'll have it, right? And it'll have a few minions around, and I'll have some minions playing good cop, bad cop, where they look like they're good people, but behind the scenes they're not, right? That's their little spies, right? And so you put all that together, and they will make sure that you want their product. They'll even, if they find out that you don't want their product and you're trying to do something else, they'll sabotage you. So you've got to find out a way that you don't want their product, or you do, and you might do something the same, or you'll think about it. You're best to trick them. Go, yeah, I want your product, I'll think about it, I'll get it, yeah, I want it, I just can't afford it. But while you're doing that, you are behind the scenes, make your own defense products from your own people's materials, so all the money and everything and all the wealth stays within yourselves. And every country can do this. Every country make their own swords and shields and weapons. And you keep it within your country. You don't send off money to another country. Because who knows, later on down the road, like history shows, if that country or that friend is still going to like you, they can become your worst enemies. And when that happens, what happens there? Right? When you need their help to fix your tools or your tractor and all that kind of thing, that's not a good sign. So when it comes to important things, you're best to be independent. So when you go to make your defense weapons, you're best to make sure that you get all the equipment and materials if you can, or most of it, to make your defense weapons and make them yourself. That way you're not feeding more of the problem that's out there that also feeds problems. So the devil might not be fighting, but it will supply weapons, you see. And people don't like those people who supply the bad guy weapons to go mass murder people. You know, like bad people do, gun salesmen, right? That's what the devil does in another different scale. It'll become a gun salesman country and sell weapons so you do the dirty work, you see? And it won't care what you're doing, it'll just sell it to you. It'll just come up with, oh, you need weapons? So I'm helping you because you need weapons to defend yourself, something like that. it won't really want details. It just wants money. But anyway, I thought I'd mention that. And the weapons that you will get might not even be good ones. We've had signs from, here's one, a really big one, crop circles that were near lab facilities saying beware of false gifts. Now what that means is they can give you weapons to use against people, but those weapons can be just as bad towards you later on, or it will affect you later on. And so the devil's like, yeah, he's going to attack him, here's some more souls, and then later on they're going to get an outcome from using those weapons, and I can get some more souls there. And I'll get them because they're going my rules. If you go more the devil's rules than the God's rules, then you head that way. That's how it works. So what are you doing mostly and have done mostly, right? And if you don't get the balance right, you don't go anywhere and you go into limbo, which is what you call spirits and ghosts, right? Or a reincarnation as well. There's different areas, it's a big thing, but I'll just quickly put it down to a quick rundown for you. But anyway, people, have a good one, and I hope you understand. And when it comes to those bad weapons, they're like using nuclear weapons or putting nuclear devices in defense systems, so that way when they get blown up or you blow them up, you're hurting each other just as bad. So how stupid that is. And the devil laughs and the guy goes, oh my God, it gets him dumber. And that's sad. But have a good one, everybody, and see you later. And it will always war and have battles, but how do you do it? Huh? How smart are you if you need to go that route? And what do you show the world what you are? Are you different than them? Or are you the same? Or are you the same behind the scenes? Right? Have a good one, and bye-bye.